So if you take a look at your average Minecraft towny server, the towns there doesn't look really good. And one problem with that is if you let anyone build whatever they want, it's gonna be ugly. But how can we do this so it actually looks kinda good? I've been trying to work on this for a while and I've actually stumbled across something. So we're going to build a house today that is big but covers about just one chunk. So how can we do this? Well, if we open F3 plus G, we see that the chunk border is right about here. Now, how can we do this? First of all, let's see. We can choose some quartz. So we're going to take quartz blocks like this. And then we're going to have slabs as well. And I think glass panes will work. And I think we also need a type of color. So I'm going to go with blue concrete. And so let's see, what can we do? We can do it this way. So we start with a little front window thingy and we spill a window like this. And just for this to not make a very bad impression, we can actually start with the windows directly. So I think we're going to go with 4 in window height. So these will become squares, but nonetheless it actually works pretty good. And I'm thinking we need to go with one more. So like this. And we're going to go up with the windows as well. And of course this one. So, and I'm thinking this might be a corner house, a really nice corner house. So we're going to say that the doors are here. So how do we do this? Well, we're going to go one step inwards. We can do it this way. And then we're going to have stone brick, because I'm thinking that the road over here will be in stone brick. And a type of door. So we can have a dark oak door like this. And yeah, let's add some more stuff. And one thing you can do, but you don't need to do, is you can do it like this. So the doors become like chocolate doors. I like to call them chocolate doors because they look like chocolate. Chocolate is nice. It goes without saying. So we're going to have a double door on each side. And we might actually also add this just for some more detailing. Now really nice. One thing we need to do is more detailing. So we'll just do this. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. You can do this. This also looks good. But I'm going with this. Right? Yeah. And then we're just going to add a railing, as I like to call it. And we can do a little trickery where we go and put it like this. Now we put it that way. This can work. You can do it however you want yourself. Like this. But I'm going with this. So like this. And then we're going to do one more of these. Now this becomes a little shorter. Oh yeah, that's because we're doing it a little bit wrong. Now this will be a little bit hard, so I think we're going to do it this way. And of course cover all this. And if we just do time now, I'm thinking we need one more level. And for this we're going to do every other. So like this. Now I'm thinking we need one more here. And so I think we're going to do the same on this side. So right, so now I think we need to get one more level. So we just go up here. Now one thing we can do, of course, is that we can, instead of just going like that, we can start it this way. So we're just going to have one more level. Alright, that was one too much. So doesn't look horrible, but one thing I would like to see is if we can go about a little more out like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can work. We can make it a little bit smaller. And of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. A little bit big, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to take it this way. So we're going to build it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 out like this, 4 on each side. So we can make a little, what we call tower. I think it's tower, that's the right word. And then we're going to go back a little. It's not really a tower, but it gives the impression of a tower. This was a little too much. Like this. Doesn't look horrible. So what we'll do now is we're going to raise the wall a little. First we're going to set the floor. So we're going to set dark oak planks like this. It doesn't matter if it's slabs or planks. We could cover it with a trick I can show you later. We're going to use stone bricks, and we're going to use stone bricks here as well. It's going to be temporary. We will change it later. And we're going to make it this way. So let's just make this also. You could make the stairs here, or you could make it the stairs over here. It doesn't matter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a tower and a lot of windows. So we're going to have this, and we can do it this way. So we have 3, 3, and 2 separated. This works. But we're going for this way instead. Or no, not that way, but this way. I'm thinking this will work a little bit better. We can do a window counter like this, or like this. Doesn't really matter. If we do it this way, it will look a bit weird, so we'll just remove it this way, this here. And then we're going to have 5 up, like this. And we're going to do it on all of these. And here we're going to do every other. So if we do this, like that, and up on all of these. I'm going to do, I think this will do it. You could do it other ways as well, but I'm thinking this, in this case, then we're going to go 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the top, we're going to use a little counter thingy. So we're going to do it this way. So not that, but up here. Like this. Makes a little more detail to the top. And we're going to do it this same way on the other side. So, and of course we need a top here as well. And the top can be a little different depending on how you want it. And this is an example of how you can do it. There's no obligation to do any way. This is a nice way. As you can see, it starts to look like something. And it's all in, almost everything at least, in one chunk. So we're going to do one more. Now, of course, this one. Let me do it on the other side as well. So, I decided to switch these to go better with these, but other than that, there's no big difference. Let's take up the wall. Set stone bricks, and let's do the same. So you can do it this way, you can do it this way on the inside. Let's just make the walls look a little bit better together. Of course, it might be a little bit short if we just end here. So I'm thinking we add one more layer. So next will be up here, and we'll make dark oak planks over here as well. Set dark oak planks. I will do it. Yeah. And we'll just bring this up a little. I think something is a little bit wrong, so let me just check my schematic. Okay, so I built a little bit wrong before, because I'm thinking this doesn't really look good when we have this. So we're going to take this, we're going to move it one to this way, and we'll do the same for this one. So we'll move it one here as well. We'll just add this up. Much better, I think. Yeah, much better. You could remove this, but I'm going to keep it. Even though it makes it so this build is in 4 chunks. You can have it, you don't need to. But we were still at the top. So we're going to bring this up once more. And we can have the same height, but I'm going with one lower. So 1, 2, 3, 4 instead. And you can do it yourself another way. This is how I'm going with it. So we'll do it on these as well. Wait, something is a little bit wrong, isn't it? No, it isn't, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. So like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can do the same window, or we could switch. I'm going to keep the same, just for simplicity's sake. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. And then we're going to have the tops. So wait a second. Was it supposed to be like this? No, it wasn't. This is a little bit too high up. So we'll just move this one down. Move once. Yeah. And let's do it on the others. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit too high still. So like this. And we're going to do this, so I'll just go fast forward. And there we go. So 2 floors and 1 entrance. Let's make the roof. You could have a little variation on how you want the roof. First, let's make this first. So, and next, have I missed something? No, I haven't. Wait. Now you can have a little bit variation. You could do it this way, or you could just have a flat roof. But either way, what we're going to do with this build is we're going to, because we have this shape that is a little bit round, I think we can make a tower out of this, like we were supposed to. And for that we just make another one, and this could be 3, but I'm thinking we make it 4 this as well. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. And you can do a little different. You could have windows on the back if you want a flat roof, but we're just going to go on the front with this. So like this and like this. And so we're going to do 4 of these. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 4. So let's bring these up. We can do it later, because this is something you can decide on. But either way, on this we can add 1 more height. And we'll just do something like this. Add a little more detail to the top, and I'm thinking a round top. But let's do this to make it a little more shape. Like this, and wait, something's up. No, it isn't. So, and we're going to go with this, like that. Not totally destroyed. I think we're just going to do it this way, but not that, because it will be a square then. Okay, not the best rooftop, but still what we're going to go with. Now, on the top we could, if we want to, this is in no way mandatory, we could go on, add a flag. So we'll just have that and some nether brick fence to make the flagpole. Now, since I'm Swedish, we're going to have a Swedish flag to make PewDiePie proud. I'm not the best with doing flags, so please don't bully me. So like this, and then we do something like that. Really nice. Could look like something in Stockholm. And now for the rest of this, we can decide a little how we want to. So how I think we're going to go with, you can be creative with anything of this. Is we're going to take up this and make a roof that is a little bit rounded. No, not that way. So like this. Now we can just do this. We're going to not go too much up, too high up. We don't want to collide with the tower, because that can destroy some of it. Now we can actually just do this to make it in phase with each other. Something like this, and then we're going to go up a little more. Now when it gets a little bent in, we can stop here, because it's going to be flat otherwise. Let me finish the roof. I can Alright, so this house is really good in of itself. Letting a road just gives this extra feeling. This road is one chunk broad and just makes things good. If you just take a look at it all, like, yeah, there's so much to look at until we take a look at our neighbor. Our neighbor, of course, who makes a wooden house and a farm, and I don't know what to say. The thing is, these two are too different to be good together. So for this to look extra good, well, this in of itself looks really good. This house over here makes this house looks worse. And that's partially because of this, because yeah, the wall is kind of exposed. And that's not really good. So to add things up, we need to build another house. And when we're so let's see. So I think we can vary a little, and what we can use is a a combination of sandstone and a little variant at that. I think it would be very nice to have a red house, so I think a red would fit very good with blue, and sandstone fits very well with the red color. I know it kind of looks a little ketchupy, if you would call it like that, but this is what I'm going with here. What's different is that I'm also using a little birch wood. I'm changing the roof so that we have another color as roof. And my idea is that gray concrete can be used as a roof, just like any stone bricks. However, it gives a little extra touch, which I like. Now, next to it, I think bricky, or I think a bricky would fit nice. And of course, we have to go with the colors, so I'm thinking green here. Of course, a little too much color is not good, so I'm going with a little more grayish part down at the bottom, at the base. But I'm thinking that we should have a bigger window at the roof than just 3 small, and that does a lot. Now of course we should have the same color, because I like that gray concrete niche. Now next up, as you know, the terrain in a survival world is not perfect like in this world, so it's about to be a little bumpy. Therefore you could have it set up in a different way, so it's a little slopey, and there you have to compromise a little, so you have only one window now. Now it would be really nice to have a lion statue, so we have some decoration or culture in the middle of the town. So I think it would be very nice. It will get a little crowded, but it's okay. So now back to the house. I think sandstone would fit. One of my rules is that I never use 2 of the same stone blocks right at each other. So of course you can also have a little bigger houses where you have the same palette on 2 houses between each other, but then they have to connect a little. I like this this stone layout, and I chose to go with magenta. I think it's magenta, and a little quartz. Now we could also have these chocolate boards, as I like to call them, that we can use to cover up the windows. And on the roof, you don't need to have this slopey window. You could have a little more flat and a decoration on the top. And at last we should finish with a more town hall-y thingy. So I think we should have more quartz, so it looks more fancy, I would think. A little more detail as well. And I'm going to go with yellow because I like the yellow color. I think yellow is my favorite color. And therefore we have yellow and quartz. And I think yellow and quartz is a very good combination, because yellow is a very bright color. It's a happy color, I like to call it. And quartz is very bright. But I like also to complement the roof with even darker roof. Just look at this. With all these houses together with this one, it just makes everything so much more beautiful. Oh. It gives the feeling of a city environment. And I like this a lot. Even though there's a lot of simple builds, most of these are very simple, it still gives a very powerful impression. So I like this a lot. But yeah, this was everything for today's episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, where I post anything that is up and coming, so you can preview my latest projects. But yeah, other than that, see you in another video. Goodbye.